Wednesday, and then yesterday they beat the Altamont Longhorns 52-34. They are led by Janelyn Hoyt, who averages 16.8 points per game, and they are coached by Dustin Cox. For the Whitehorse Raiders, they saw their opening game against Water Canyon, and they lost 36-17, and then bounced back with a great win against Manila yesterday, 52-44. It was Kaylee Tahani who led the way for Whitehorse yesterday. She finished with 19 points. She averages 14 on the year. Heidi Thomas also in double figures at 11. Coach Dixon led the Raiders to a 15-9 record in the regular season, and they come in 8th in the state. Valley at 13th. That is your South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. Your local 1 gig internet provider. Sign up for 1 gig internet today. Get a gig and get going. Let's get going with the opening tip for this morning matchup.
Let's go. Jackson Payne alongside Tyler Gibb bringing you this wonderful basketball presentation. We are stoked. This has been so wonderful.
Britton Heaton taps the opening tip for the Buffaloes.
There's Rachel. Oh, nice behind the back save.
Near steal, but Rachel Cox is able to come away with it.
Yeah, that trio of Cox sisters for the Buffaloes. We watched them play yesterday. They're quite solid. You got Lydia, you got Ruth, and you got Rachel. I mean, when you have a trio, there's Hoyt in the corner. Can't leave her that open.
Britton Heaton grabs the rebound, but Heidi Thomas snatches it out from behind. She takes it the other way on a break, and Hoyt denies her at the rim.
Nice rebound there by Heaton.
Heaton looks up to Rachel Cox, who slows it back down. We'll try to differentiate between the Coxes. There's 3 of them on the floor right now.
There's Ruth with the ball to Lydia. Yeah, there's 3 Coxes there. I mean, if you have a trio of any sort. Nice rebound there by Tahani. But if you have a trio of any sort on your roster, it's going to be hard to stop. When they're siblings and they have that pedigree and it's in their DNA, I mean, that's a built-in advantage right there.
A lot of basketball played between those 3 together as the rebound brought down by Hoyt.
Yeah, we've watched Hoyt. She's such a dynamic playmaker for the Buffalo. She can pull from deep. She can post up down low. She brings the ball up. She distributes. She's a lot of fun to watch as Cox gets to the corner. To Heaton, back to Lydia. To Ruth again. To Hoyt. To Rachel. You cannot leave Hoyt that open. Well, I mean, I guess you can because she missed, but she'll hit eventually.
Tahani on the drive, a nice pump fake pass off the glass, rims out. Out of bounds, sticks with the Raiders.
Yeah, we watched the Raiders play again yesterday, and number 35, Shania Mitchell, was a lot of fun to watch. She posted double figures in points. She's an enforcer down in the glass. Oh, nice take. I think that was Tahani.
That was Heidi Thomas.
Was that Thomas?
Yeah, quick move onto the baseline and the pull-up jumper.
We got our first points of the game.
And yesterday for Valley, I mean, we saw Ruth Cox. She put up 20 points, including 3 3-pointers. She was on fire.
Thomas steals that one away. Yeah, Ruth Cox put on a show yesterday. She was our player of the game as she gets beat inside by Thomas for 2. There's a foul underneath. Heaton's going to head to the line. Interesting matchup. You know, Whitehorse went 15-9 in the regular season. The Valley went 9-15. Nice inverse team record there. But when we watched Valley play yesterday, they looked much better than their record suggests.
Well, coming from a tough Region 20, well, you see a lot of those teams in that region, their record doesn't quite match up with some of the other schools because there's so many good teams in Region 20.
There's a lot of friendly fire in that region, and she misses both. Interesting how some of the Raiders have their masks completely over their face. Others have it like pulled down, and then you look at Mitchell and Sam, and they just don't even have a mask. I wonder if that's like, is the mask an optional thing? Like, do they have a player on their team with COVID? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you on that one.
Well, this is why we shouldn't be calling this game, because we don't know anything.
We don't know about the Whitehorse mask policy.
But hey, respect to them. Way to show love by wearing a mask, I guess.
We get basketball, and that's what makes it fun as the reach-in foul goes against Shelby Vascu. The first substitution comes in, Cadence Lansing, and Vascu with her 2 fouls will go to the bench. Pressure from the Raiders is taken care of by the Buffaloes, and they set back up top with Lydia.
Oh, pull up, Hoyt. Come on, I know you want to. Or you can just find Cox, yeah.
Cox pulls the trigger and off the side of the backboard, and now a reach-in foul goes against her.
That's a rough foul right there. You know, Valley's really just got to put some points on the board as Kimber Reeve and Deandra House are going to come in for the Buffaloes. Subbing shooting for size. I guess they're going to play a bit more big down low. And I like that sub because now Hoyt is going to have the opportunity to be around the perimeter more with 2 Cox sisters checking out. Because Hoyt is kind of the spark plug of this offense. If she gets scoring, it opens up opportunities for so many other players on this team. And we watched House yesterday. House is, dare I say, a brick house, down low. When she gets in there, no one's going to take her out.
Yeah, Janelyn Hoyt, she averages almost 17 a game and can
Pretty
really
good.
light it up from deep. Tahani on the drive.
Here's Mitchell.
Mitchell with a quick move, and she throws it off the glass for 2. 6-0 Raiders.
I told you guys, Mitchell. Oh, quick steal by Tahani. I told you, Mitchell is so solid down low. Oh, Sam for 3.
Makita Sam joins the fun, and the Raiders are off to a running 9-0 start.
Could not have started worse for the Buffaloes. They need something here. Just get on the scoreboard, get some confidence back, and there you go. Heaton's going to take it in for 2.
It is to note, Ruth Cox, when she did head to the bench, she has 2 fouls, so both Ruth Cox for the Buffaloes and Shelby Vascu for the Raiders are in foul trouble with 2 early ones.
Bagley grabbed the rebound. There was a bit of scrapping around for that one. A foul committed by the Buffaloes, and it's going to be Valley basketball. No, it's going to be Whitehorse basketball. Uh-oh.
Quick reaction by the ref to skip out of the way on that one.
Quick feet. Nice bounce. Shout out to our referees, but very impressed with some of the calls made by the refs. Feel like they've been pretty consistent throughout this tournament, at least from what I've seen. I mean, not everyone's going to agree with me there, but I'm impartial.
We come into this tournament with no bias, so we can say that.
No bias, no knowledge.
Tahani off glass, brought down by Thomas. Hers is no good, and rebound chased down by Hoyt.
Hoyt's got 3 rebounds so far, but got to get her in the points column. Oh, baseball pass. Picked off by Mitchell.
Shania Mitchell showing her best safety skills, playing at the back of the press.
Hoyt looking like Zach Wilson throwing a pick right there.
Tahani off mark. Ruth Cox back into the game. She has 2 fouls. She needs to be careful.
Gonna get a timeout called by the Raiders.
You are watching a Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com. We'll be right back.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
The Alton Coal Development is located in Alton, Utah. The development employs 32 people at the extraction site and another 30 are employed driving trucks. Alton Coal reclaims the land by restoring habitat for sage grouse and cattle. Alton Coal.
Welcome back for the final 2 minutes of this first period. Tahani, she goes off her foot out of bounds. This is a Bear Lake Realty presentation of 1A Championship Basketball on Local 10.tv and KTTA 8.1. Valley breaks the press, and they get a look inside to Ruth Cox, who finds House.
Oh, Reeve to Cox to House. Such a nice sequence there. I told you House she gets what she wants down low. If I was going to get it back, there's Frost to Cox. Ruth, nice pass around. Frost, not sure what went wrong that time. Mitchell's going to get a rebound. Got the lead of 5,
Heidi Thomas is so fast. When she gets going downhill and into the paint, she's hard to stop. She'll slither in small spaces as the layup is no good by Shunba Begay.
House with the rebound gives to Ruth. House nearly gets the 3 in there. I was a bit surprised. I think everyone else on the court was too, that she tried pulling up from there. She has made 6 threes on the season, so it's not totally out of the question, but somebody of her general skill set, being an enforcer down low, pretty bruising presence in the paint, you're always surprised when they pull up from 3.
The threes are so tempting, especially when you're open. It's hard to pass those up.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun to shoot.
I shoot them at about a 5% clip, but every time I'm open, it's fire away.
I'm a good 75, 80% shooter. That's why I do color, because I'm the expert. Not out of bounds. Going to be Raider basketball.
Tahani will inbound at the baseline. And a double dribble.
That's a double dribble. She tried to sell it as if it might have gotten away from her and touched another player, but it was just too obvious.
There's a little bit of a.
I appreciate the acting attempts.
Dribble.
Yeah,
the bounce was a little high.
I'm all about the arts, Acting is cool. So glad she gave it a try there.
Another fast break.
Reeve to Lydia, but it just goes a little bit haywire. Thomas was looking for a deep option there. Oh, there she finds it. And it's going to be stolen by Ruth. Might have gotten away with the double dribble there. She goes down the lane. Puts it up and in, but no good. She'll head to the line for 2. So, Tyler, riddle me this. We've seen a lot of teams play. What's the coolest mascot that you've heard of in this tournament so far? There's been some good ones.
Without a question. The Buckaroos.
The Buckaroos.
The Buckaroos is fantastic.
First shot is good.
Have you ever heard a team called the Buckaroos?
I mean, no. Second shot in for Cox. She makes both shots from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Pulls Valley within 3. Yeah, Buckaroos is good. I like, we'll be right back, and I will tell you my pick for best mascot.
We'll keep you waiting. We'll take a break.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Welcome back to Championship Basketball presented by Great Lakes Cheese on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com.
Three's up and good.
Banked in by Rachel Cox, the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer.
And that's going to tie game up right there. The Cox sisters are out and about. So going back to our pre... Uh-oh, Ruth going to get the steal. Oh, the rim said, no thank you.
Ruth didn't want to hear your mascot.
Yeah, I need to share my favorite mascot. So that one goes up and in as well. Ruth's going to get the rebound. Yeah, we've seen some good ones. I like Buffaloes. I like Raiders. I mean, I like this mascot matchup. That's what made me think of it. I like Buffaloes. I like Raiders. Raiders is just kind of this like old school classic mascot name. Rich Rebels I like a lot. Rebels is a good one. You know, I've seen some good Buckaroos. I'm not a huge Buckaroo guy. I'm gonna be straight up.
What doesn't do it with Buckaroos for you?
It's childish and juvenile.
There is the offensive putback, Shania Mitchell. Her third and fourth points of the game. The Monticello Buckaroos, and then there's the Jordan Beat Diggers, of course. That one's a unique one.
That one's gross.
I'm not as big a fan of the Beat Diggers. I like the Buckaroos more.
I served my mission up in Sandy, Utah, around Jordan High School, and the name Beat Digger was just really gross. You know, I know that school opened in like 1901, but you could think of a better name by now, as there's a double dribble called on Mitchell. You know, there's been a lot of talk of mascots lately. The Washington football team, of course, changed their name from a mascot that started with R. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. As a Washington, D.C. native, I'm a little sad about that change. Now they're the Commanders, and I think that's the worst name ever made.
You're from Washington, so you've had a tie to that team as Heaton gets the pass inside. She's no good on the attempt.
Nice rebound there by Lydia as it's stolen away.
Thomas, eyes up floor. Vasquez able to haul it down. Jumper away and no good by Sam, and Heaton grabs the board.
Yeah, so the Redskins changed to the Commanders. I hate the name Commanders. I think it's gross. I can't even think of a high school team that would be Commanders.
Ruth Cox still looking to get on the board is Ruth.
What was your high school mascot?
The Lancers.
The
Layton Lancers.
That was my middle school mascot. I thought it was whack.
Nearly stolen away.
And there it is, stolen away. Uh-oh, Ruth all the way down to Lydia. Lydia up and in for two!
Look at that full court baseball pass by Ruth to Lydia.
The frozen rope, the Cox connection. And Valley, down 9-0, has stormed to an 11-2 run to tie this ball game up.
Great pass inside from Thomas.
You really thought you were going to stop Mitchell? What did I tell you?
Shania Mitchell, she had herself a ball game yesterday as well.
Timeout called by Valley. We'll take a timeout as well and continue our mascot discussion.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
We're back. So your high school mascot was the Lancers. We got the Buffaloes and the Raiders going today. Mine was the Highlanders. I thought that was a sick mascot.
Highlanders?
It's like a Scottish warrior. I thought that was a dope mascot.
See, where I'm from, we have a lot of the old ancient fighters, knights, lancers. Highlanders, do they fit into that category?
They sure do. And our rival was the Saxons, like Vikings.
The Saxons? I've never heard that one.
Highlanders and Saxons. It was a good rivalry, you know. Scots versus wherever Vikings come from, I guess. Anglo-Saxon, some weird ancient history stuff. I will say, Hoyt's going to take a three, going to hit the side of the rim. Ruth's going to get the rebound. Try to get heat in there, but to no avail. I will say,
Tahani, beautiful pass up the court, unable to convert on the layup, and loose ball fought for will result in a tie-up.
Ref's favorite call in these girls' games, jump ball.
We see a lot of jump balls.
All right. I will say, though, Beat Diggers was a terrible mascot, but up in your neck of the woods, the worst high school mascot I've ever heard of is the Davis Darts.
Great job by Heidi Thomas to pick up the loose ball and throw it up and
shot
in.
for Thomas.
She's up to 6 points.
Tyler, what's your opinion of the Davis Darts?
The darts. I've never given too much thought, I guess, into the actual nickname. Thomas, she darts in for the steal. But I guess that was good at it.
That was really good
at the, just a single dart, I guess multiple darts. But the darts. Maybe not a huge fan now that I think about
and
it.
And their colors are disgusting. There's a shot up by Tahani. For three! Got it!
Win Valley tied it up. The Raiders answer with a 7-0 run, capped off by that Bryce Canyon City three-pointer by Tahani.
It's been a streaky ball game.
Valley wants to talk things over. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Welcome back to this Bryce Canyon City presentation of championship basketball on Local10.tv and on 1aball.com. It is the Raiders who lead the Valley Buffaloes 18-11 after putting together a 7-0 run. Don't go anywhere as Ruth Cox gets the loose ball. She puts up her second attempt. Again, no good. Out of bounds off the Raiders. We do have a Fab Rats question coming up for you. We know
Fab Rats.
You've all been waiting for the Fab Rats question.
I'm on the edge of my seat, Tyler.
We will have one this half and one in the second half.
Foul called.
We will tell you the first Fab Rats question of the day right now.
I dare you.
What is the color of the Pontiac Firebird Fab Rats picked up in Oregon?
Dude, I have no clue.
Send us your responses.
Cox for three! Off the side of the rim, no good. Thomas gets the rebound, gives it to Hani. Hani fakes, goes in, puts it up and in for two!
Beautiful slithering move for Tahani.
She's got 5.
Now we know you're wondering where you send us the color of the Pontiac. Beautiful pass inside. Again. The run is up to an 11-0 run.
We have seen quite a... It's just been stretch after stretch. You know, the Raiders started the game on a 9-0 run. Valley came back, responded with an 11-2 run. And since then, it's been an 11-0 run for the Raiders. Just been a back-and-forth, bark-and-bite type matchup. And, I mean, we still have no points from Hoyt. She averages 17 a game. It's a little frightening if I'm a Buffalo fan that she hasn't been able to get on the scoreboard yet. And now she's checked out.
DeAndre House with a one-handed catch and then a one-handed heave across the court.
Oh, it's just a long toss now. Keep it swinging, come on.
The Whitehorse faithful are into it with the defense.
Yep, she got it. No.
Tipped back by Heaton and chased down by Ruth Cox.
It's going to be the longest rebound we've seen today.
In the backcourt.
They did a good job swinging it around, trying to find that open look. Just barely missed.
Heaton quick post move. She gets it to drop. Now really quick, the email for the Fab Rats question, uhsslive@gmail.com. Again, the question is, what is the color of the Pontiac Firebird Fab Rats picked up in Oregon? uhsslive@gmail.com. Send us your responses, and at the beginning of the second half, we will announce our winner. The third email that is correct with the color will win some Fab Rats merchandise.
As there's a blocking foul on number 4, Lydia Cox. Hoyt is going to check back in for the Buffaloes. Hopefully she's ready to score some points now. No, Tyler, we did this yesterday during the controversial Rich Tintick immaculate air ball. Was that Tahani, it looks like?
Vascu.
Vascu.
The two.
Vascu puts it in. We asked our viewers to send messages as Thomas gets in there for the steal. We asked our viewers to send in messages. Send us messages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, @Jackson5Payne. We're going to invite our viewers to do the same. Send us a message. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know your thoughts on the game or just if anything else. Nice shot, Vascu.
Off balance, off of 1 foot, and she banks it in.
They've doubled the score now.
From one Cox to another, unable to convert, but the rebound brought down for a Hoyt three.
There's your Hoyt three!
Big momentum stopper for Hoyt as she gets on the board with the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer.
And she cuts that lead to 10. Needed to stop it at some point. So like we said, Twitter @Jackson5Payne, Instagram @Jackson5Payne, Facebook Jackson Payne. Send us a message. We'll read it on the air. Let us know how we're doing on the mic. Let us know your thoughts on the game or just anything else you want us to know. Any shout-outs you want to give. We like to engage with the audience. It's a fun time.
Inside, great pass to Vascu, unable to convert, and she'll be called for the over the back. Some substitutions come in. Shania Mitchell for Whitehorse, Britton Heaton for Valley, as well as Kimber Reeve. That is Vasquez's third foul, number 4, third foul.
Third foul, wow.
Tahani gets up and bats it down into the hands of Thomas, who slithers in but rattles out the layup. A basket here could go a long way to close out the half and make it single digits.
It sure could. And they'll wait for the last shot, it looks like. Or Hoyt will just pull the trigger now. Yikes.
Ruth tries to hustle down the rebound. And with exactly 10 seconds remaining, Whitehorse gets it poked away, but will keep it. Heidi Thomas with 5, launches it down, Heaton on the interception. Cox makes a pass, but not enough time to get a shot off. So once again, our Fab Rats question of the day for the first half: what is the color of the Pontiac Firebird Fab Rats picked up in Oregon? Email us your responses at uhsslive@gmail.com. We do not have the right answer yet. The third email in, if it is correct, will win Fab Rats merch. Stick around for the Ruby's In post-game report coming up next.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we mend it now. All right.
Mom, we're going to Sam's.
Somebody shut the door!
Ugh.
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life. Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Welcome back to the Southern Utah University Halftime Report, brought to you by SUU. You've been watching the Whitehorse Raiders and the Valley Buffaloes. Raiders have a 26-16 lead over the Buffaloes here at half. Let's look at some stats right here. Whitehorse has been led by 8 points from Heidi Thomas, along with 3 rebounds. Shania Mitchell, 6 rebounds, 6 points, 3 boards. 3 points for Makita Sam, 5 points and 2 rebounds for Kaylee Tahani, and 4 points and a rebound for Shelby Vascu. Going over to Valley. Big surprise of the half. Leading scorer Janelyn Hoyt at 17 points a game in the regular season, held to just 3 here in the first half, along with 4 rebounds. Dondra House, 2 points, 2 boards. 4 points for Britton Heaton. 3 points for Rachel Cox, 2 for Lydia Cox, and 2 for Ruth Cox. The Cox sisters, along with Janelle and Hoyt, looking to get it back together in the second half. This has been the Southern Utah University Halftime Report, brought to you by SUU. Check them out at suu.edu, SUU to everywhere. We'll be right back with the second half action.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics. David, Cherry, Jennifer, and the team at the Mount Carmel Subway want to thank you for your business. We are currently looking for a closing assistant manager to join our team. Starting wage is $13 an hour plus tips, with tips averaging around $2.25 an hour. Swing down to the Subway and pick up an application from Jen, or you can always call or email David Tebbs directly. Wishing the Valley Buffaloes success. Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need. No matter where life leads you as a Valley Buffalo, always remember that all roads lead home to the town of Orderville. Wishing the Buffaloes success in the tournaments.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Sire Video Services. First game only $15, then $10 for each additional game.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to Gig Internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber Gig Internet from South Central Communications.
Hi, my name is Parker Welbeck. I've spent the last 3 years traveling to over 15 different countries, capturing adrenaline-boosting moments, living my dream as a filmmaker. And it all started with the opportunities I was given at Southern Utah University. Within months of transferring to SUU, I was given access to film school events, travel with sports teams, and lead in campus groups, which all combined to give me the experience and confidence that I needed to launch my career as a filmmaker. I'm proof that SUU can take you everywhere.
Thunderbird Resort, Golf, and Restaurant at the junction of Highways 9 and 89 in the middle of Bryce and Zion National Parks. Stay and relax with us on the golf course and finish the day with a slice of fresh, hot homemade pie.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. White Mountain Trading Post is your one-stop shop for all your travel needs. Centrally located between Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon, and on your way to Lake Powell. Serving travelers for over 60 years, we offer clean restrooms, snacks, a gas station, a gift shop, and a Subway. Wishing all teams success in the postseason. Whether your group is 2 or 16, Zion's Family Homes has you covered. With 8 homes to choose from, we have the home for you. If you are coming to Orderville for a team event, let us provide housing for the whole team and save you some money. Zion's Family Homes, Betty and Jeremy Chamberlain. Whether your group is 2 or 16, Zion's Family Homes has...
Welcome back to Richfield High School for the second half between Whitehorse and Valley. You are watching a 1A state championship basketball presentation by Ruby's Inn on KSLSports.com. We did receive a winner for the Fab Rats question during the halftime break. We will get to that shortly. In the meantime, Heidi Thomas takes the ball baseline and misses the layup attempt, but Tahani steals the outlet pass and is fouled by Britton Heaton. She'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Now, a lot of you, I'm sure, were upset that you did not win because it is a trick question. Most people said that it was black, but the winner, Dustin Shakespeare, he wins. It is actually dark green. So we decided to throw in a little bit of a trick there, and Dustin Shakespeare did not fall for it. Dark green, he is our winner. Dustin, email UHSAA live at gmail.com, UHSS live at gmail.com, excuse me, to get your merchandise. We will have one more Fab Rats question coming up in the second half, so don't go anywhere and don't lose hope. Ball back to Valley, down by 10. The Cox is swinging around now to Hoyt, and Hoyt, she hits her second three of the game, a big one to trim the deficit to 7.
Nice shot that time by Hoyt. Don't let her get going in the second half or she's going to hurt you.
There's Heaton with a block from behind, and the breakaway is up ahead. Ruth Cox will finish that with her left hand, no problem. A quick 5-0 run in 1 minute cuts what was a 10-point halftime deficit in half. This time it's Rachel Cox who zooms in for the steal on Heidi Thomas's pass. Cox, this time Rachel Cox, she gets in on the fun. That is her second three in the first 2 minutes of the second half, and already a 2-point game just like that.
I told you this is a streaky game thus far. They're on a 6-0 run here. Right as I say that, Benali gets a 2 in there. Her first points of the game.
Heaton, beautiful pass inside, and Ruth finishes. She's up to 4 in the second quarter, and Valley is in a rhythm offensively. Timeout taken by Whitehorse. Coach Dixon has seen enough, and he will talk things over. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
The Alton Coal Development is located in Alton, Utah. The development employs 32 people at the extraction site and another 30 are employed driving trucks. Alton Coal reclaims the land by restoring habitat for sage grouse and cattle. Alton Coal.
We'd like to take some time to thank our sponsors for making this tournament and presentation possible. Legacy Ace Hardware in Panguitch and the State Bank of Southern Utah. This presentation is brought to you by those two great sponsors on 1aball.com and local10.tv. We now find ourselves in a 2-point game after a 10-2 run to start the second half in just over 2 minutes. Whitehorse coming out of the timeout. We'll see what they draw up. And it is Vasco who is stripped. Valley with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Uh-oh, Hoyt for three! Nice rebound, Cox.
Ruth Cox again, her third basket of this second half, and she'll go to the line with a chance to take the lead.
Ruth Cox already with 8 points and 7 rebounds, double-double territory. She had 20 yesterday when we were here. Just continuing that stretch of dominance as she looks to put her team ahead by 1 here. Can't do it. Thomas gets the rebound.
Thomas, she'll take the jumper a foot inside the three-point line, and Ruth grabs the rebound. She hands off to Hoyt just across the timeline. Hoyt, she launches again. This time it is short and falls out of bounds back to the Raiders. Beautiful pass up court from Thomas. She finds Cadence Lansing, who's hanging out under the basket.
How did Lansing get that open?
The pressure was up top, and Thomas, with great vision down the floor, she sees Lansing with no one close. A three for the lead is off the back iron, and rebound brought down by Lansing. Rachel, she nearly gets the steal and forces the tie-up, which will keep it with Valley. Rachel to inbound. It's been Rachel Cox and Ruth Cox who have led the charge, as Ruth Cox again knocks down a three. She already has 9 points in 4 minutes this quarter.
Unbelievable. She just got Meg there, and she'll take it back. That's Rachel. Rachel up and in. Oh, so close. Sam's going to get the rebound. So like we said, it's been such a streaky game. Valley now with the lead. It's fumbled out of bounds. Going to be Valley basketball again. But we've just seen so much back and forth action from both of these squads. They were down 9 points at the half, I want to say. Or 10. They were down 10 at the half. And now they're up by 1. It was 26-16 at half. The Buffaloes have taken a 15-4 run. Just unbelievable.
We haven't seen very many offensive spurts so far in this tournament like we've seen from Valley to start the second half, as Hoyt, she tries to keep it up but cannot, and it is fought for off of Shunba Begay to the dismiss of the Whitehorse crowd. Heidi Thomas nearly knocks it loose from Heaton. Great pass inside to Heaton, and she is short on the bunny, but chased down by Rachel. May have been some contact on the shot. No call. Buffalo set back up. Good look inside, and Ruth passes cross court. And Lydia takes it in. She'll get to the line for 2 free throws. Another trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for the Buffaloes. Shelby Vascu picks up her 4th personal foul, which means she will head to the bench. In and out goes Lydia's first free throw, and into the game comes Cadence Lansing. Rachel Cox grabbed the ball to inbound for Buffalo, but she was not on the right team. It was White who was supposed to inbound. They switched that around, and now all the way to the basket, up and off the glass. No good for Benally, and the other way comes Hoyt. And a left wing 3. In and out again for Lydia Cox. She just had a free throw rim in and out, and now the three-pointer.
That rebound was taken in by Thomas.
Great speed inside again from Rachel to knock it away. Hoyt, she goes inside. Her right-handed layup, no good. Out off of bounds. Back to the Raiders it will go. Layla Etzity checks in, and Cadence Lansing will go to the bench. We find ourselves in a 2-point game after what was once a double-digit lead for Whitehorse. They now trail by 2. A lot of pressure from Valley in the second half has forced the Raiders to turn it over, and they fumble it again. Hoyt settles, looking to attack the 2-3 zone. Instead, she settles for the 3 up top. No good, and hit out of bounds by Cox. Benally checks out of the game. Back in is Tahani.
Another foul called there.
Only the second foul for Lydia Cox. Tahani, she'll take the long 2.
Nice rebound there by House to give to Hoyt. Pull up, Hoyt, come on. Oh, she wanted to. Cox for 3.
Ruth nearly able to chase down her own miss. Instead, it's the speedy Thomas who coughs it up. It's been Ruth Cox and Rachel Cox who have all points for the Buffaloes in the second half. Lydia Cox, she had 1 free throw, so 15 of the 16. But all 3 Coxes with the 16 points in the third quarter.
And a 3 from Hoyt as well.
Not in the second half.
You sure? I thought she hit the first one.
She hit 1 in the second quarter. Now we're all mixed up.
I'm pretty sure she hit a
the first three.
Because I remember saying, "Don't let her get hot."
We have too many things to keep track of up here.
So it wasn't. So that second three from Cox is not.
We apologize to Hoyt for not giving her the credit she deserves.
We'll never let her down again.
I apologize. You were right. It was my fault.
I apologize.
I should never doubt.
Praying for your
Hoyt
soul.
like that. Tahani, she tries to hit the three, but Ruth tips it. And then another Cox. Rachel gets the block. Buzzer sounds. No shot attempt for the Raiders.
Unbelievable third quarter.
A 12-point turnaround for the Valley Buffaloes. Gives them a 2-point lead going into the final break. You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by Quality in Richfield on 1aball.com. Make the Quality in Richfield your home away from home.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
You are watching a Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball. Register today at utahsummergames.org. Before we get started for this fourth quarter, really quick, the second Fab Rats question of the day. What date was Fab Rats' first video posted? Email us your answers to uhsslive@gmail.com for a chance to win some Fab Rats merch. That is uhsslive@gmail.com. This time the fourth correct answer will win the merchandise.
Big third quarter for the Buffaloes. Down 10 at half. One on a 16-4 run in the third quarter as that one's thrown away. Sam's going to get the interception on that one. And you know, we talked about at halftime, the Cox sisters and Hoyt needed to get involved to get the Buffaloes back in this game. That's exactly what happened in the third quarter.
Great pass inside. Tahani misses the layup. Saved back into Thomas, who finds an open Etsity, and she misses on the attempt.
Ruth Cox, double-double territory. She's got 9 rebounds now. And 11 points already.
Just in case you need a reminder on the Fab Rats question, what date was Fab Rats' first video posted? Email us your response at uhsslive@gmail.com. As Reagan Frost unable to save it inbounds. Ball to the Raiders, still down by 2. Frost and Rachel Cox head to the bench. Tahani makes a good move inside, sidesteps Heaton, but she misses, and Heaton grabs it.
The third rebound of the night, or morning. I'm always forgetting if it's morning or night. That's one of my biggest weaknesses.
When we're trapped in the same gym the whole entire day, sometimes you lose track as Heaton gets the dish inside, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Hashtag free Tyler and Jackson.
Yesterday, did you leave this gym for, what was it, 12 hours from about 9 to
it was about
13
10 to 10,
hours,
yeah.
like 9 to 10.
And it was lit. No complaints. This is the life. It's 1A basketball. It's what you live for.
Small ball.
Small ball.
The Legacy Ace
in my range.
No good. Anything's in your range. You're in the range once you get into Richfield.
It's been cool to see. You know, we're not from around here. We don't have much background with any of these schools. Tyler and myself, we're just two crusty Provo boys, but it's been really cool to see get to hear about the culture and the history of 1A basketball here in Utah. Hear some of the stories, be part of the action, calling these games, and see some of these talented players. And that's when high school basketball is the best. And 1A basketball here in Utah is a lot of fun, as that one's going to go the other way. It's going to be Buffalo basketball.
Thomas, good job to fight to keep the ball alive, but she fell on the out-of-bounds line. A 3-point lead, and Whitehorse only able to scrape 4 points so far in the second half. Great find inside. Heaton around, and the quick little post move is good. 3 quick points for Heaton in the fourth quarter.
And they take a 5-point lead. That was a big bucket right there. They needed the insurance score. Any insurance bucket you can get in the fourth quarter is always worth its weight in gold. As that one, I think she was waiting for the block call or the charge. A bit of a push off, but no call. It'll be out of bounds.
The refs did not have a good look at it. Jump ball. Should have, it looked like, gone to Whitehorse, but it will stay with the Raiders. They lose the possession arrow, though. A timeout was called just as a Raider was falling over, so we will take a quick break and be back for the final 5 minutes after this.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Boy, my heart is racing. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Valley Buffaloes leading the Whitehorse Raiders 35-30. Oh, they're on a 19-4 run since halftime. Just unbelievable.
The Garcane Energy presentation is bringing the energy to this one. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
That's one of my favorite types of cooperatives. Tyler disagrees with me, but that's his problem.
How do I disagree with you?
You didn't say a word.
I love Garcane. There's no words left to say.
Garcane Energy is dope.
It is a fantastic
So is Great Lakes
cooperative.
Cheese and Ruby's Inn. All these great sponsors that allow us to do what we do here.
Heidi Thomas, she squeaks by Heaton, and she misses the baseline jumper.
Lydia gets her second rebound.
Great save by Ruth. Still scoreless in the fourth quarter is Whitehorse, which gives Valley a chance to extend the lead, and Hoyt content to milk the clock. Dangerous cross-court pass is fumbled out of bounds, and it will go to the Raiders off of Deandra House.
Yeah, not the read I would have made. They kept pushing the ball backwards. I don't know why they weren't just making a mad dash down. You got to get some screens going. You got to move the ball closer down past the hash. But it works out because Heaton gets that steal.
Now,
all right, I'll shut up now.
If you're Whitehorse, you haven't scored in a really long time. Benally and Lansing with your 2 points off the bench, or your 4 points. As Ruth Cox gets free and extends it to 7. What do you do if you're Whitehorse to try to get on the board?
I try to shoot the ball.
Who shoots the ball?
One of your players, ideally. We've watched a lot of basketball. It should be pretty clear by now, Tyler. Jeez.
Who? I understand that.
I mean, look at it. But think about it, though. Since halftime, they really haven't taken that many shots. They're passing too much. They're getting a lot of turnovers. If you want to score, you got to shoot the ball.
Heidi Thomas almost shoots the ball.
Stop working it around the perimeter. Try to get inside. And if you keep it around the perimeter too long and then you go inside too late, you're going to get turnovers like that. I don't know why you're laughing at me. I'm making a lot of sense here.
It does make sense that if you shoot the ball, you do have a better chance to score.
It's like in baseball. If you want to hit, you got to swing the bat.
Heaton has picked up a handful of steals in the second half as Cox spins and barely gets the pass away to Hoyt. Hoyt, she takes the drive.
Yep.
A 9-point game. It's getting a little bit out of hand as Valley's starting to pull away.
Oh, wow! Bulldozed. Thomas came in Marshawn Lynch style and just plowed through Cox.
Rachel Cox trying to understand why she got called for the foul. She chats with the refs. We will let our sponsors chat with you during this break. Come back for the final 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we meant it now. All right.
This presentation of a state championship basketball tournament is brought to you by South Central Communications. As Tahani gets in on the action to try to give the Raiders a chance to claw their way back. Her first points of the second half. Stick around. We still have the second winner of our Fab Rats question coming up. Hoyt off the mark. She hits the pad on the back and up court goes the Raiders. Makita Sam no good on her layup attempt. And the two Coxes fight for the rebound and pass out to the third Cox. Rachel Cox dribbles it back out. She will try to waste some clock. Tahani puts the pressure on. She slithers her way in, and Rachel finds her way for two. A great second half for her and all of the Cox sisters. Another timeout. Coming back, our Fab Rats winner.
shut the door.
We would like to thank Jones and Emil for their sponsorship. They represent this tournament. They're engineering on local10.tv and 1aball.com. Check them out at jonesandemil.com. We do have the winner for our second Fab Rats question, but just to keep you waiting, we'll wait for the next dead ball to give you the answer as we watch the Raiders try to trim their deficit.
We like to build the suspense. Mitchell finds. Oh, blocked by Hoyt.
Hoyt, get that out of here.
She said, "Nah, fam. Not today, Zerg."
She blocked it and just basically snatched it. Heidi Thomas fighting for the steal. Some contact, but she flips it on the ground over to Begay. No good. Thomas decides this time she'll take it herself, and she's in for two.
Don't go away just yet.
Thomas in double figures with 10.
It's a 7-point game. Oh, wow, push from behind. That was rough. I didn't like that.
Okay, it is time for the winner of our second Fab Rats question. The question was, what date was Fab Rats' first video posted? Our fourth responder with the correct answer. Now, this might be unfair because it is Carsey Cox. I don't know if there's a relation to the three Coxes.
All I know
that
is
are
the
out on
Cox
floor.
family is doing it all today.
So Carsey Cox is our winner as
give it
Ruth
go.
Cox has an open lane, no good.
Frost is just obliterated under the net.
Carsey Cox, congratulations on winning the second half Fab Rats question. Did we say the right answer? I don't know if we even said the right answer. It was March 3rd, 2020, when the
crazy.
first Fab Rats video was posted.
So 2 years ago in a day.
Fitting. Is it the third today?
Just before today's
It's the fourth.
Yeah, so 2 years ago and a day.
Oh, and a day.
Crazy. Before this whole pandemic thing happened.
Why did we not do that question yesterday?
Look, I'm not in charge of the question. I'm just calling these games.
Now,
What
in
about
the
Sammons?
meantime, the scoreboard was incorrect. They gave Valley 2 points that they shouldn't have, so they dropped back to 39, and after the one free throw is good by Frost.
Kind of like
They
how
have a
Rich got
6-point lead.
3 points yesterday that they shouldn't have. I'm joking.
We did not get any sleep last night debating on
Hail
this.
Mary! Oh! Pass interference? Oh, wait, this isn't football. It's basketball. Timeout called by Valley. Leading by 6, 50.9 seconds left to play.
You are watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by SUU on KSLSports.com. Check them out at SUU.edu. SUU2 everywhere.
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life. Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
You're watching a Bryce Canyon Half Marathon presentation of Championship Basketball on 1aball.com. Also like to thank Blackburn Propane and Utah Independent Bank for their sponsorship as well. Ruth inbounds to Hoyt. Sixth team foul, so one more before there is free throws. The score sits at 41-34. If there's been any confusion on the score, it has bounced around a little bit for Valley. But it is correct now as Hoyt finds Heaton on the great sideline out of bounds play. And that extends the lead to 9.
And that gives Heaton 9 points on the night. Foul. What's the largest? Never mind.
Just random, you're going to throw in what's the largest. Heidi Thomas She's off the backboard. Vascu grabs the rebound, and no good. Heaton comes down with it, and she has it knocked out by Tahani. The Raider faithful shower the pinstripes with booze as they thought it was off of Heaton.
I hope they're not getting showered with booze, because then they'd have to do some laundry. It's getting a little bit chippy here.
Mitchell picks up the hard foul. Valley wants it to be more than just a personal.
We got a roundy reversal here on the score, the palindrome, 34-43. It's awesome.
And they will say it is an intentional foul against Mitchell. So that will send Ruth Cox to the line for 2 shots and the ball. The game probably already out of reach for Whitehorse. Probably won't make a difference on the outcome.
First shot, no good for Cox.
Cox with 9 points in the third quarter alone. She looks to reach double figures, and she does at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, her 10th point of the day. The officials check with the scores table. Maybe a clock situation. After a visit, Ruth Cox will inbound at midcourt. Heaton, she'll go down towards the basket, and Ruth finds her for the breakaway layup.
7 fourth quarter points here for Heaton.
And Heaton works her way into double figures.
Swatted by Heaton there. Long 2. Hoyt's going to get that rebound, and that should do it today.
After trailing by 10 at halftime, Valley storms back in the second half to win by 12, 34-46. And that will do it for this game, but do not go anywhere.
Don't
the
you dare.
In post-game report is up next.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah high school athletics. David, Cherry, Jennifer, and the team at the Mount Carmel Subway want to thank you for your business. We are currently looking for a closing assistant manager to join our team. Starting wage is $13 an hour plus tips, with tips averaging around $2.25 an hour. Swing down to the Subway and pick up an application from Jen, or you can always call or email David Tebbs directly. Wishing the Valley Buffaloes success. Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need. No matter where life leads you as a Valley Buffalo, always remember that all roads lead home to the town of Orderville. Wishing the Buffaloes success in the tournaments.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Siren Video Services. First game only $15 and $10 for each additional game.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to Gig Internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber Gig Internet from South Central Communications.
Hi, my name is Parker Walbeck. I've spent the last 3 years traveling to over 15 different countries, capturing adrenaline-boosting moments, living my dream as a filmmaker. And it all started with the opportunities I was given at Southern Utah University. Within months of transferring to SUU, I was given access to film school events, travel with sports teams, and lead in campus groups, which all combined to give me the experience and confidence that I needed to launch my career as a filmmaker. I'm proof that SUU can take you everywhere.
Thunderbird Resort, Golf, and Restaurant at the junction of Highways 9 and 89 in the middle of Bryce and Zion National Parks. Stay and relax with us on the golf course and finish the day with a slice of fresh, hot, homemade pie.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. White Mountain Trading Post is your one-stop shop for all your travel needs, centrally located between Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon, and on your way to Lake Powell. Serving travelers for over 60 years, we offer clean restrooms, snacks, a gas station, a gift shop, and a Subway. Wishing all teams success in the postseason. Whether your group is 2 or 16, Zion's Family Homes has you covered. With 8 homes to choose from, we have the home for you. If you are coming to Orderville for a team event, let us provide housing for the whole team and save you some money. Zion's Family Homes, Betty and Jeremy Chamberlain.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. We know it was brought up earlier in the broadcast about Whitehorse wearing the masks, and we just want to applaud Whitehorse for their diligence in following the Navajo Nation mask guidelines. We know that COVID has brought a lot of difficult times to many people, and so we applaud Whitehorse for following those mandates, and the players who have the option to wear the masks, and they decide to do so for their safety and for those around them. And so we applaud all the Raiders, both the players, coaches, parents, fans, and all those that are working to stop the prevention or to stop the spread and prevent COVID-19 from doing any more harm than it already has. So thank you to the Raiders and Whitehorse for setting a great example to all of us. It is now time for the Visit BryceCanyonCity.com Player of the Game, and that goes to Ruth Cox for the Buffaloes. She came out and had a brilliant third quarter to set the tone and lead a comeback for Valley. She finished with 13 points and 10 rebounds to give her a double-double. Great performance from Ruth Cox, and congratulations on the victory to Valley. Next up, don't go anywhere. We do have 7 more games on the day for you. 3 more in this gym. I guess a run of 7 games. There will be a total of 10 more today. That's it for this game. Goodbye.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at EbenezersBarnandGrill.com.
The Alton Coal Development is located in Alton, Utah. The development employs 32 people at the extraction site, and another 30 are employed driving trucks. Alton Coal reclaims the land by restoring habitat for sage grouse and cattle. Alton Coal.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park,